So this is more related to your experience as an exchange student.
Okay.
Now, how many years ago exactly were you an exchange student?
I came here with 2003. Yeah.
Okay. So it was about 11 years ago.
About 11 years ago.
Wow. Okay. So when you were here as an exchange student, were you very proficient in your Japanese? Like, what level did you come?
Oh, I've already studied Japanese when I was in Toronto.
Okay.
I've studied for 5 years already.
Okay.
From grade 10 until OAC.
Right.
You know, we can take, second language credits, right? So
Yeah,
in Canada. So
I got very lucky as well.
Yeah. So I took those, and then in university I took another year. And then I thought, well, but still, you have got to be here, to really know how well you can speak. So when I came here, they put me through the placement test,
Right.
and I think I was in I don't know how the system is now. I was at the 2Q top class
Right.
for the first semester, and then second semester was Jokyu Ichi.
Right.
So they had 2 classes, Jokyu, 2 classes at a time, so I was in the first class.
Okay. So 2Q, so like intermediate,
the top level, yes.
So I'm guessing that could be equivalent to 3-2, maybe?
Maybe. You would have to, confirm with that.
Okay.
But I did my JLPT level 1 at the time. I crashed it for a month, went for it, and got passed.
So you did that as an exchange student?
No, I didn't come in exchange student. I financed. It's like Shihi, which means you finance your own studies.
Okay.
So
sure.
so like.
So during that study period, that's when you passed the
JLPTS, because a lot of students, they were going for the test. Some for reasons for they want to get into a Japanese university, you need to pass the JLPT 1.
Right.
And then we were all studying together, so we thought, okay, maybe I should try.
Right.
So I took it with them.
Right. One last question that I have is related to working in Japan. As an exchange student, everybody that's likely to watch this video, they're going to be considering either working in, maybe their home country, or working in Japan, maybe another country. Trying to figure out where Japanese is going to fit into that picture. You made the choice not to work in Canada, but to come into your MBA here at NGU.
Actually, I worked in Canada for a bit, and then I came over here.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I got that detail wrong. Okay, so you graduated.
So I already had some working experience in Canada. So I graduated from U of T. So it's funny to be able to compare the office environment in Canada, which is more laid back, casual, in Toronto anyways, versus over here. But because I don't work in a really tight and stubborn kind of a Japanese office environment, which if you watch dorama,
the
if you watch,
rampant.
What was that? Hanzawa Naoki. If you watch that, oh my god,
Is that the Baigaishi?
Everybody knows about that one. So that's the extreme case, I suppose. But I've had friends working in from. They left our company. Somebody would actually leave our company, so would go, work in a normal bank environment, and they tell me that yes, it's a different culture, of course, but they're Japanese, so they're used to that, accustomed to that. Whereas where I am, it's much more laid back, we're more family-like. So depending on what type of work you're into as well, if you're a foreigner working in Japan and you're more you're doing more sort of like English related, like doing translation, or I don't know, you can be doing more like liaison kind of a work.
Right.
Whereas you're using more English than Japanese, then it could be a different story, right? I don't know a lot of people who's foreigner who actually work in an office environment, they're like treated as a native Japanese. I don't know a lot of people. I'm sure they're out there, but I just said the NGU alumni that I know. Oh, actually, one Korean. Yes, he was with Microsoft for a while. Microsoft here
right.
in Shinagawa, Tokyo. He's now left Microsoft, but he tells me that it's a Gai CK company, which is like foreign invested company. The culture is a bit different, but still you're in a Japanese office. You have to know the ranks, and you have to know your keigo, because depending on who you're addressing, you have to use a different level of politeness.
Right.
Those kind of things, you of course you learn from class as well, but in a real life situation, you know not to address people the wrong way. So in a regular Japanese office, actually, and for not only for foreign students, but for like new graduates as well, like the local Japanese students, the first thing they go into a big company is they teach you everything all over again, all the keigo. So they would start training you, because you don't usually get that kind of training in school anyways. You get some, because in a university environment, you would have to be polite to the professors, and you're already in that hierarchy, the social hierarchy. Whereas in the office environment, it's another system that you would have to learn from scratch.
Right.
So they do teach you that.
So they're not expecting you to
They're
be
not
a master.
expecting you to know. No.
Okay. They sort of accept that there's going to be some limitations to your education.
Yes.
And take you from there.
They take you from there. So
okay.
It's not too big of a worry. Like at the time, I was working in Toronto. I quit my job and I came here, and look where I ended up. Yeah.
I mean, I'm still so baffled that you're an alumni of the same program.
I got lucky, but one of our he graduated 6 months before me. He's from Alaska. Name not mentioning, but his Japanese is really good, and he was in the top level Jokyu class, and we keep in contact. He's now in the States, and he got hired into LucasArts.
Wow.
Yes, he got into LucasArts, and because our company, we have some relationship with them as well, and I was very happy for him. And then 2 months later, what happened? Disney bought them out, and they closed down LucasArts.
Right.
Yeah, but he's doing great. He's in the gaming business.
Yeah.
I can't say where he's now and what he's working on, but he's doing very well. So you never know what takes you. So always keep your options open. Yeah. And one day maybe he'll come back and say, "Hey, finally joined Sega."
I think you're just naming off all these different companies that I think hundreds of exchange students just dream of working for, and might even be part of the reason why they come to Japan in the first place. So it's exciting just imagining the sort of possibilities out there, and hearing the paths that the exchange students through NGU have taken.
Yeah, because back in the seminar house when I was, we were in an environment where you get to meet people from a lot of countries, and then some of the exchange students, they only come for 1 year, and I think they're losing a great opportunity because they think that they're only staying for 1 year. They just want to get it over with, which is a shame. You're here, make the best of it, try to learn the culture, mingle with the locals, and then a lot of people from there, a lot of relationships flourish. One of our alumni married someone from this university, things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen, and good things do happen.
Right.
So, I think you have a bright future in front of you, nothing to worry about.
Thank you very much, Evan. Well, I'll be looking towards what you've done and where you are now for inspiration.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much for the interview as well.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, take care.